Gaslighting is a form of reality distortion. Most people know this already. We know that emotionally immature, narcissistic, or toxic people often twist reality to avoid responsibility, maintain control, protect their self-image, or sometimes even derive pleasure from another person's confusion and pain. But what many people don't fully understand is the profound impact gaslighting has on the nervous system. Let me introduce you to Maya. Maya grew up in an environment where her reality was constantly challenged. If she remembered an event one way, she was told it happened completely differently. Over time, Maya stopped trusting her own memory, her own senses, and her own judgment. Her body was constantly on edge, her muscles tight, her breathing shallow, trapped in a perpetual state of hypervigilance. She was always waiting for the next psychological blow, the next piece of rewritten history that would leave her questioning her own sanity. I want to share an eerie experience that helps explain what Maya's nervous system was going through, a moment that makes us physically understand why gaslighting is so devastating. Many years ago, it was around 2 a.m., and I was exhausted while watching a video of a mother explaining how she would apologize to her child after making mistakes. She kept repeating, "I'm sorry, mommy was wrong," because I was so tired. And in that strange, half awake, half asleep state, something very unusual happened. Suddenly, her face became my mother's face. It was almost as if my subconscious mind temporarily overrode reality. And for a few seconds, I truly believed I was seeing my mother say, "I'm sorry, I was wrong." Now, this had never happened in real life, but because my brain experienced it as emotionally real in that moment, something incredible happened to my body. My nervous system instantly relaxed, not slightly, but deeply. It felt as though decades of tension suddenly loosened their grip around my chest, my muscles, my mind, and I started crying, not from sadness, but from relief. From the overwhelming release of a tension I didn't even fully realize I had been carrying my entire life. Beneath gaslighting lies a wound that many children and many adults like Maya cannot make sense of. Why wasn't I enough for you to love me properly? Gaslighting keeps the nervous system trapped in hypervigilance, waiting for answers that never come. You become so accustomed to confusion, self-doubt, tension, and emotional instability that true relaxation can begin to feel foreign. Like Maya, you might live in a body that feels like a war zone, even when the immediate threat has passed. This is why it's so important to intentionally calm your nervous system with small moments of truth. Truth acts like warm light entering a room that has been dark for years. If someone gaslights you by saying, "You're not capable, you'll never succeed, you're too broken," and your nervous system tightens with fear or shame, you must consciously bring truth back into the body, not just intellectually, but quite physically. Like Maya started doing, touch your arms gently, place your hand on your chest, take a slow breath, and tell yourself, "That's not true." Human beings learn through repetition and focus. I have already done difficult things before. I am capable of growing. Or if someone makes you feel responsible for their mental health while refusing to take responsibility for themselves, and your nervous system spirals into guilt and panic. Later, take a few quiet moments for yourself. Touch your face softly, breathe slowly, and remind yourself, it's not my responsibility to save someone who refuses to help themselves. Every adult is responsible for their own healing. I am allowed to protect my peace, my mental health, and my future. This may sound too simple to work, but repeated truth slowly teaches the nervous system that reality is no longer dangerous. And over time, your body, just like Maya's, begins to understand something it may not have understood for years. Relaxation is possible, healing is possible, and safety is possible. Let's practice an exercise called Nuggets of Truth, Nervous System Reset. The next time you feel emotionally destabilized after being gaslit, criticized, manipulated, or even after gaslighting yourself internally, try this. Pause for 3 to 5 minutes. Put one hand on your chest and one on your arms, face, or belly. Breathe slowly and gently. Identify the distorted belief triggering your nervous system. Replace it with a compassionate truth. For example, if the distortion is, "I ruin everything," answer it with the truth. "I am a human being learning through experience. Mistakes do not define my worth. If the distortion is, I'm responsible for everybody's emotions. Answer it with the truth. I can care about people without abandoning myself. And if want more practical information for healing from toxic family systems, download your Break the Chains roadmap.